Hey. Okay, so a radioactive isotope has a half-life of 1 day. The function y equals 850 times 0.5 to the x represents an initial mass of blank grams and decays at blank per day. So we're looking again. 850 is our initial value, and it's decaying at, so remember, decay is 1 minus my rate. So what am I subtracting from 1 to get 0.5? It's actually 0.5 again. So converting that to a decimal by moving the place value twice to the right makes it 50%. Mr. Gilligan purchased a new tractor. The function f of t, oopsies, typo. That should match. F of t equals 35,000 times 1.8. No, 35,000 times 0.87 to the t power describes the value of the tractor t years from its purchase. The tractor costs blank and the rate of decrease is blank per year. So again, the number that's right in front, our constant here is 35,000, and that's the initial cost of my tractor. And we're decreasing at 13% per year. So how I'm figuring that out is, what do I subtract from 1 to get 0.87, or you can do it backwards. 1 minus 0.87 is 0.13, so those can be interchanged. Converting 0.13 to a percentage is 13%. Okay, the next section, I have to use my calculator for an exponential regression. So the steps to do that are to start a new document, add lists and spreadsheets, and then I need to type in my data. So at the top, I have to label X and Y. And I type in my data, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I have 20, 40, 75, 150, 297, and 510. Okay, I'm going to go to Document, Insert, and Data and Statistics. Clicking for X on the bottom, along the x-axis, y on the side, along the y-axis, and I see a nice exponential growth, growing from left to right. To get my equation, I go to Menu, Analyze Regression, and I'm going to pick Show Exponential. And I'm just going to copy down my equation. Y equals 20.5122 times 1.92383 to the x power. There's no need to put that little dot in between the parentheses. We all know that if we have a number outside of parentheses, that means to multiply. Okay, for the next one, I bet it's going to be decay. Looking at my numbers, it looks like it. So I'm going to go to my home screen and start a new document. Again, add lists and spreadsheets. I'm going to label X and Y at the top. And type in my data, 36, 24, 15, 9, 5, and 3. For document, insert data and statistics. Click X and Y, and I see a nice exponential decay going down from left to right. So I am going to see, when I do this regression, that I have a number that's less than 1 as my growth factor. So I have y equals 38, that's an ugly 3, 38.7024, 0.604089 to the x power. Oops, don't want to do all that again. Okay, match each geometric sequence with its equation, find the next two terms. So I have 5, 10, 20, 40. geometric means that I'm going to be multiplying or dividing from term to term. So 5 to 10 to 20 to 40, I see that I'm multiplying by 2 every single time. So if I continue that, I get 80 and 160. Remember, I have to go back 1 to get this number that's in the front. So if I go back 1 from 5, that would be dividing by 2. I get 2.5. So 2.5 times 2 still gets me to 5. So I'm still following that same pattern, times 2, times 2, times 2, times 2. So the one that starts with a 2.5 and has a growth rate of 2 would be C. In the second one, I have 6, 2, 2/3, 2/9. So it looks like I'm dividing by 3 every time. Divide by 3. So the opposite would be multiply by 3, and that would be 18. So it's still following the same pattern. 18 divided by 3 is 6. Divided by 3 is 2. See that 18, and then divide by 3 is the same thing as multiplying by 1/3. So this one would be A. These are all times 4. 1 times 4 is 4, times 4 is 16, times 4 is 64. So going backwards, dividing is 1/4. See my 0 term going backwards, and then my growth rate. So this is B. Oops, I forgot to find my next ones. So after 2/9, dividing by 3 again would be 2/27. Dividing by 2 again would be 2/81. Multiplying by 4. 64 times 4 is 256. Times 4 again is 1024. Okay, these last two sections are review, function notation, and solving equations. So when I see function notation, I have f of x equals 3x minus 7, and I've asked to find f of negative 3. All that means is that I am substituting in a negative 3 every time I see an x. And then just simplifying. So 3 times negative 3 is negative 9, and negative 9 minus 7 is negative 16. So to find f of 0, all I do is substitute in a 0 where I see the x. 3 times 0 is 0, and 0 minus 7 is negative 7. F of 1 means 3 times 1 minus 7, and 3 minus 7 is negative 4. And f of 4 is 3 times 4 minus 7. And that's 12 minus 7, or 5. Okay, and now I'm going to solve each equation. So if I have like terms, I'm going to combine them. If not, I can start with my inverse operations. So to keep things positive, I'm going to subtract 2k from both sides. 12k minus 2k is 10k. So I've combined up my k's. I now need to combine up my constants. So my next step is to subtract 15 from both sides. So 10k is equal to 20. Divide both sides by 10, and k is 2.